Alright, guys, welcome back to More Ignorance in Basketball. Now, a couple announcements before we talk about this ass whooping. Now, a couple of you guys have been asking for it. I officially have an Instagram now. Now, go follow that bitch because we may or may not have clothes coming soon, and we may or may not be doing giveaways soon. Small ones. Don't be too crazy, small ones. So you may or may not want to go follow the Instagram. Who knows? But let's get into the video because like I said, there was a straight ass whooping tonight. And I watched it. And I thought, it's funny, like I thought that the United States had put a law against like showing brutality on cable TV, but I mean, I guess not, because clearly I just watched one for almost 3 hours. And, let's be real. I know Jazz fans, if you're watching this, I know Mike Conley wasn't there, and I know Donovan Mitchell wasn't there, but you're still gonna get these jokes. Why? Because it's fuck you energy. You're the opposition. You think I sympathize with you? No. You're in the fucking way. And according to ESPN and all these other fucking idiots, you're the better team. So, I don't know. You didn't look like it tonight. Let's get... But, okay, seriously. This was a fucking... I was going to say this was a great game, but it wasn't. This was a great game for the Suns. Not only because they're officially the number one seed. I will be making a video about that a little bit later, but just to say one thing, okay? I was on ESPN because you guys know how I am. I just like to check in and see what people are saying. And this colorful motherfucker was basically saying that nobody saw this coming, right? There was no way anybody could have predicted this. And I was like, that's crazy because I'm pretty sure that I run a small cult where we definitely knew this was coming because guess what, you fucking colorful bitch? I said that they would be the number one seed before the first fucking preseason game. Now, how did I know this? Because it just fucking made sense. This team reminds me a lot of that Rockets team that almost beat the Warriors. They're really not that different. This team's younger. I think they're deeper. And like I've said before, and I will say it again, I will take Devin Booker over James Harden all fucking day. Just because of his attitude alone. Devin Booker will never pout because Chris Paul's running the offense and not him, and just be on the other side of the court like a fat bitch, like I saw James Harden do over and over and over again with his silly ass. So that's one thing that I think is muy bien. Like, can we just give a fucking round of applause to this team really fast? I know we saw it coming, but just to see it happen in fruition is muy bien. Can we not agree on that? Can we not agree on that? Now let's get into my notes because as you guys know, not only am I a passionate fan, but I'm a professional. I mean, it was pretty much dominant from the first quarter. They kind of just got that 20-point lead. They let it get back to like 13 and then they got it back to 20. It was pretty much just a 20-point lead the whole game. It's not like you guys got blown out, Jazz fans. I'm really just joking around here. I get it, you guys are wounded. And let's be real, you guys got unlucky because not only were you just missing shots, the Suns defense was okay. It wasn't amazing. You guys missed a lot of open shots, but Booker was hot. Ayton had a decent, well, he didn't play that many minutes, but at least in the beginning he was aggressive. He had a comeback game. Bridges was hot. Chris Paul didn't play a lot. Cameron Johnson was not hot. Well, so you kind of got unlucky between the Suns having a pretty good game and you guys just having a really bad game and being injured. But to be honest, I don't think you match up with the Suns well at all. So you better hope and pray. Well, I guess you won't have to see us until the Western Conference Finals because we're number 1 and 2. So hope you don't fall to 3. So one thing I noticed, Sarge is back. But one thing that I actually loved that Monty was doing, he was playing Kaminsky and Sarge at the same time. This is what I've been fucking wanting because Sarge didn't have an amazing game, but I didn't understand playing him at the 5. He's 6'8" and not athletic at all. Why the fuck is he a 5? Playing him at a 4 I think is great. And the thing is, Kaminsky came into the league at least as a 4 too. So I'd rather have 2 4 kind of 5s that can play defense out there than one, because it gives you size, it gives you a better chance of rebounding. And Sarge at least is quick enough laterally where it's not like he's going to get blown by 4s, you know? So I think that's the best situation for what you have, because I think they still should have went after a 4. I think it's a little late now trying to integrate somebody with like 8 games left. I don't know about that. But I think if you're going to play Sarge, play him with Kaminsky or Aiden. Play him at the 4. Don't play him at the 5. I think that is our best strategy. Again, Cameron Payne's confidence is on a new level, and I love it. But seriously, on a fucking human level, can we give some appreciation to Cameron Payne? This man was a pretty high draft pick, first round pick by OKC. All the memes of him dancing with Russell Westbrook, and I'll be the first to admit it, well deserved. He was looking pretty damn silly. Struggles throughout his career, finds himself out of the fucking league, playing in China, and not even like a really good player in China. Like, they didn't even get a car for him when he landed there and shit. He had to walk with his bags. It's not a good look. Comes back, gets a call, plays well in the bubble. Now he's on a fucking team. Chris Paul comes, Crowder comes. They have a little bit more expectations, and he's been playing his ass off pretty much all season. And recently, especially this game early on, his confidence is on an all new level. He's like Devin Booker, who I got this shit, and I love it. I love it. I'm all for it. This man has become one of my favorite players. I love stories like this. He didn't fucking give up. He has heart. He can shoot too, and he can score. He has like that herky jerky game. He can take people off the dribble. I am all in on Cameron Payne. I'm rooting for you. All right, I am rooting for you. What else we got? Oh, can we talk about that fucking Booker crossover on Gobert where he had that boy looking straight dumb with a capital D, and he made the shot, and that was beautiful. I was watching this on like the Jazz feed, and it was funny because they just sounded so sad throughout the entire game. They just sounded so sad, and when fucking Booker crossed him, even they were like, ah. One of the guys said that was wicked. That's how you know he was excited. He doesn't know how fucking people talk. He's old. Even he had to say some shit. It's funny, like throughout the whole game, they're like, well, maybe the Jazz can do this. And when they didn't do that, he's like, well, looks like we're just going to have to focus on the next game. And I was like, yes, you are, because you are not about to come back and win this. And another thing, can we give this team some credit? Because we all know that if this was like 2 months ago, this fucking Suns team would have had both hands raised. Can I please lose to this game? Oh, they're losing. The 2 of their best players aren't playing? Oh, we'll lose. Why don't we just go 0 for 30 from 3 in the first half? Like, they are not just play any defense and not try. They would have for sure lost this game, but they're fucking creating great habits. I love where this team is at right now, honestly. And you guys know it is fucking ring season in this bitch. And I love what I'm fucking seeing. I love certain players are stepping up. I think, especially if Monty continues to go to this Frank Sarge lineup, that solves the problem that they needed a 4 and that they were too small. That totally solves that. That's like basically getting the 4 you needed. Who's Sarge? Just play him at the 4, not the fucking 5. Chris Paul and Devin Booker's chemistry is great. The team defense is really great. I've noticed them cleaning some things up on the switches. Like, I love where this team is at. And they're healthy, and a lot of other teams aren't. I think they're in a fucking great position great position to win it this year. I really fucking do. And when that happens, I don't know what I'm going to do. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? But let's get into the team stuff because, as I say on every video, I haven't looked at that shit yet. So, wow, okay, that's actually a little bit surprising. So the Suns shot 54% from the field, which is obviously really good. They only shot 33% from three, nothing crazy. 11 for 33, 74% from the free throw, which is pretty bad. They got there 19 times, which is pretty good for them, honestly. We know they don't get to the foul line a lot. They out-rebounded the Jazz, which is impressive with fucking Rode Gobert on their team. 27 assists, that's about their average. 7 blocks, not bad. 7 steals. Only 10 turnovers. That's another thing I forgot to mention. This team has not been turning the ball over a lot. They've been really, really good at it. And this was a game where Chris Paul had like 3 or 4 just unforced turnovers. He was one of the few people that just didn't really look like himself this game. I'll go over his numbers later, obviously, but I could tell he just, I don't know. I don't know if he just wasn't engaged. I don't know if he had used all of his fucking anime powers for that Clippers game. Rightfully so. I'd much rather you ball out in that game than this game. I think this game kind of took care of itself. And the Suns outscored the Jazz 22 points in the paint, which is pretty damn good. Now, they kept the Jazz shooting 44% from the field, 36% from three, and the Jazz shot 89% from the free throw. Like I said, they got rebounded by about 12, or not about 12, by about 7. They only had 22 assists, 6 blocks, and 13 turnovers. They had like 4 or 5 in the first quarter, and that kind of fucked you guys. I'm not gonna lie, because that's when the Suns offense really started picking up momentum, and they got that lead, and they just kind of never let it go. So let's go over some individual numbers because I'm curious. Again, yeah, Cameron Johnson, rough shooting night, 1 for 6 from 3. Finished with 6 points, 2 assists, 6 boards in 26 minutes. Again, hey, I'd rather you have a rough night on this game than the playoffs, so get it out the way. Cameron Payne, like this is what I'm rooting for. He was only 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, but it's not his numbers. Like I said, I believe in the skill. It's the confidence, and he is a lot more confident. I could see it in this game too. He had 11 points, 1 assist, and 6 boards. Like, that's not bad. If your backup point guard's taking 9 shots and he has 11 points, I'm not mad at that. And he had 6 boards and like a block or 2. I love the way this man has been playing. I'm so fucking serious. Kaminsky, 20 minutes. Well, that's what I want to fucking see. 4 for 8 from the field. He didn't make any threes, though. 8 points, 3 assists, 6 boards. I'm telling you, the Kaminsky-Saric pairing, or at least it's not even so much about that. I think it's just like pair Saric with a center. Just don't play Saric at the center. Play Kaminsky or Ayton, obviously, at the center. Saric at the 5, unless it's like they're really playing small. No. No, fuck that. If you want to go small, then just have Craig or something in. Or like Cameron Johnson. I never want to see Saric at the 5 ever again. I'm so serious. Chris Paul, 21 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 12 points. 21 minutes, not 21 points. 12 points, 9 assists, 3 boards. He had a couple bad turnovers, but, in a blowout win, I'm only going to be complaining so much. Booker had a really good game, 29 minutes, 13 for 19 from the field, great. 2 of 5 from 3, great. 31 points, 2 assists, 3 boards. He was excellent. And another reason why I really like this game is they were able to keep everybody's minutes down. The playoffs are coming around. Chris Paul is 117 years old. Booker's been playing, because they've been so healthy, everybody has a lot of miles on them this year, except for Saric, who's been out a lot. But Booker's only missed 4 games. Chris Paul, his old ass, has missed 1 game all season, just 1. So I still think they should rest him. I'd like to see everybody get at least 1 game of rest before the season starts. I think that'd be great. Langston Galloway only played 5 minutes, 1 of 1 from the field, 2 points, 1 assist, 1 board. Now let's see how Sarge did. 23 minutes, 3 of 4 from the field. Great. It's funny. It seems like when he comes back from like a hiatus, he always plays better. So maybe he's either just playing injured. Maybe that's why he was so bad. Or he just needs a break. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe it's my point. It was the Kaminsky pairing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think that's great for this team. Crowder obviously didn't play. Craig played 16 minutes, 0 of 3 from the field, 1 assist, 3 boards. He's been kind of struggling a little bit since he's been starting, I've noticed. Bridges, 26 minutes, 7 of 8 from the field. Now, I remember watching, I was like, this man has not been missing. He played fucking great today. Like, defensively, offensively, he was hitting step-back threes. I was like, as soon as I saw him hit, like, that first step-back three early in the first quarter, I was like, this game's over. If Mikal Bridges is hitting step-back threes, you have no chance of beating this Suns team. He's on a new fucking level right now. 7 of 8 from the field. That's crazy. 18 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Now, Ayton, I was nervous in that first quarter. When I saw him go to the bench, I was like, oh, hell no. I saw the whole Suns playoff life flash before my eyes. I was like, oh, fuck, we're going to have to start Kaminsky at the 5. It's over. It's over. But thank God he came back into the game a couple minutes later, and everything was muy bien. But he played 24 minutes, 5 of 8 from the field, 11 points, 2 assists, 9 boards. Not bad at all. Not great, but not bad. And that was pretty much it. So, I thought this was a great game. Almost said Suns fans. Jazz fans, obviously, I know you were missing a lot of key players, but that's not my problem. You're still going to get these jokes. Great fucking game. Great win. Game against the Knicks soon. I'm excited for that. Again, go follow your boy on Instagram. It is a new app that I made, and I am the only account on there, so it should be pretty easy to find. But that's it for tonight. As you guys know, I'm an old man, so I'm basically exhausted. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.